Well, good day, and thank you for joining me today. I am Rob Willett, and you are watching Your Inner Being channel. So, when we think about the forces, we think about energies, we're thinking about the different types of forces between like the dark side, the light side. We can talk about positive and negative energies. Well, it's not as simple as that. There is an actual scale that ranges in between the dark side and the light. We're going to go over them and we're going to see where you fall on that. So stay tuned. And again, thank you for watching. So before we begin, if I may ask for you to leave a like on this video if it serves you well, if it feels right to you. So let's begin. I would like to begin by exploring the energies. We have darkness. We have a dim flash. We have flames. We have the rising light. We have the light side of the force. And then we have a full spectrum of light. So let's begin with the darkness. The dark side, they cannot see and perceive the full potential to their existence. They are sucking the life energy out of everyone and everything around them. They will take away the happiness. They'll take away the pride, the confidence, the fearlessness in people. They'll take away any sense of control that people have. They are very dramatic in their expressions and generally unhappy and unsatisfied. Now, the next one is what I call a dim flash. People on this level are very much unaware of their true potentials and their true aspects of the reality that's around them. They often are seeing themselves the way other people perceive them. They often see the world how the world wants them to see the world. Think of it like a flashlight. You're holding a flashlight in a dark room and you can only see a few aspects, only where you're focusing and pointing. This is all you can see, and you're not able to grasp the entirety of the room or the area that you're in this way. And just like that, having someone else hold the flashlight, they're aiming it in direction. They're pointing out where they want you to see certain things so that you interpret it the way they want it to be, or the way they see it. A lot of people are on this level. Like many, they are seeking to find their true potential and meaning in life. But it's very difficult to do it in this fashion. And they often find themselves very unsatisfied. Not necessarily unhappy, but certainly unsatisfied. So, the next, what we have is the flame. Now, here is where someone starts to see the light within them. They may not have a full grasp of what even the force is, but they can sense it within themselves. They're starting to see their inner beauty, more of their potential in life. They can now see that. And when that is sparked, they start to connect a little bit more with other people. They start to see the reality that's around them it wasn't the same way that they thought it was. A lot of times, these people have a good sense of spirit in them. They have a dynamic about them. And they may even bring about a real good sense of love and care. Now, the problem that lies with them is that they are fighting these negative aspects. They are fighting that dark side all on their own with their own willpower, their own inner strength, still not being able to connect with the force. They are going against the current of the flow, which is an uphill battle. They are not able to use the force. So they are fighting these battles, and that is creating a lot of frustration in their life. The rising light. This is like the sun rising in the morning, shining throughout that darkness, illuminating all that there was. You now get a sense of a greater sense of the reality that's around you. You start to see it clearly, and you start to use the force within your life. You start to manipulate how the world around you is. You start tapping into the flow. You start seeing the clues. You start to almost create events that allows you to go down your journey to reach the goals that you were looking for, that you had set out in your mind. So you start to think of what you would like to see in life, having it as a positive in the world. You are now able to travel towards that positiveness because you see the light, and you are able to create the path to get you to where you're hoping to go. So being able to control the flow of energy, to be able to manipulate the world around you to achieve those great things in life. And that starts to spark a greater connection with spirit and the force. So people in this area have a challenge, though, because they are understanding that there is more to this than what they're even seeing now. They can sense that there is more out there. There is actually 2 levels above this, and they sense that. So despite the fact that they're very happy and joyful, there's still a sense of not being satisfied. Now we have the light side of the force. This is where people are able to begin to really connect with the force and manifest things within their lives. Here is where people can do things that seem unnatural, unreal, almost magic-like. Living in a sense of weird things begin to happen at this level here. They're able to use the force to create the world around them. And because of their sense of connection to all things, they are now able to detach themselves to the things that they care about within their lives. They are able to detach themselves to the people that they love the most and their possessions, not worrying about worldly possessions anymore. And it's not that they don't care for them or have an emotional attachment. It's not about not loving people. It's about being able to let go when it's necessary, to not be afraid. This is a wonderful place to be. This is a place where you are all at once connecting to things and disconnecting. You have desires, but you're not attached to those desires. You have fulfillments in life that you wish to attain, but yet you're not bound by the need to have those fulfilled. You have people in your life that you are joyful to be with. You have emotional attachments to them, but yet you are able to disconnect and let go of those attachments to a certain degree. And it's because of that small degree, your emotional attachments to the very people that are closest to you, that you love the most, you will always be stuck at this level, and you will not be able to attain the next level, which is what I call the full spectrum of light. This can be seen like the sun going down at sunset. Now, although it's moving away, creating a darkness behind them, these people have a feeling within them that they are the light. They are the sun. Their connection to the force is so strong that they are encompassed. They are one. They are, in their minds, they are the force. They are very in a state of total enlightenment. They are able to not just sit within the light and understand that the light is a shining beacon for everyone, that the light is encompassed with multiple layers of wavelengths. They're able to utilize those different wavelengths and understand how they work in the universe. They are one with the flow of the energy, and they are just letting that flow of energy guide their existence. They no longer seek connections with other people. To them, they are always connected. They are always encompassed everything within their mind. They are happy. They are fearless. They simply are being with the light, the full spectrum of the light. They have a great sense of their inner being. So, question is where do you find yourself on this list? You may fluctuate anywhere up and down. You may have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And it may change each day. But the question is where do you find yourself most of the time? Enjoy this life. Take care. And I wish you well.